We don't build trust. We have all these issues, and trust is built on truth. And truth sometimes is very uncomfortable, and that's why many people are not very good at it.
What is a misconception about each generation that you think should be addressed as we form synergies? And if you even think it's possible to form synergies?
I think one of the biggest misconceptions is that people at a Gen Z level are a bit more emotional, but in reality, we're just much more open to embracing our human nature.
Okay. Yes. Okay. And Coach?
I think there's a misconception that the Gen Zs and the Gen Xs are in antagonistic generations.
Yes.
It's not true, because we give birth to them.
It's true. And what you say that is very important. You gave them that support to be who they are.
Yes.
To be accountable. To know that, we can stand for something.
Right.
Yeah.
So, and then I think the misconception about them is that they can't listen, they're unruly, and that's not really true.
Yeah.
It's just that they interrogate things a bit more.
Yeah.
And it comes back to that thing, whether it's at home, in government.
Let me ask you, Jerry, when you think of yourself in your old age, do you think of, where will you be buried? It's a path we will all go through, Do you want to be buried in your ancestral land, the land your father gave you? Or are you just thinking about the now?
So I also think home is where you're able to interact with people differently. And in my generation, my parents left upcountry quite some number of years ago.
Yeah.
So they adapted a different culture.
Yeah.
I've been brought up in a completely different culture from where I come from. Like that will be the upcountry. So how I'd think of upcountry, where exactly I come from, will be the same way I'd think of Mombasa or Uganda or whatever. To me, it's just the same thing. So
it doesn't hold a special place in your heart?
It doesn't hold a special place in my heart. But what holds a special place in my heart would be, let's say, where I've grown up, which is Nairobi. You know, so it's very different for me versus for them. Also, when it comes to where am I going to be buried, there are also different approaches to burial and everything. So I'd say, life has changed completely.